Huh, what's this little game? It seems to be the #1 seller on Steam. Let's try it out. Alright, I'm fucking hooked. This is amazing gameplay loot right here. Jeez. So what we got here is a new indie game from the company Mint Rocket, which is a subsidiary of Nexon, which is kind of an L, but it is what it is. I really hate Nexon. A lot of people do. But right here, this game, Dave the Diver, it's fucking amazing. It's probably one of the best pixel indie games I've played in a long time. The gameplay loop is so simple, yet so addictive, and so well thought out and mechanically implemented that it is just so wonderful. So Dave the Diver is a RPG, exploration, management kind of game. You're a diver, you dive and catch fish, you upgrade your gear, you run a sushi restaurant at night, so all the fish you catch and everything you find underneath the sea, it goes towards the restaurant, and you can upgrade your restaurant, hire staff, get new recipes, and it's basically like a little Diner Dash mini game, but it's really fucking fun. The game has so many like QuickTime mini games, but at the same time they're like so fused well with the actual game that it doesn't bother you. The QuickTime events don't bother you. The whole button mashing mini game things, it don't bother you at all. It's fun. So like when you catch a fish and you shoot your harpoon at it a couple times, and then you have to mash A to pull it in or hit 2 buttons. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Sure, I guess it does kind of get tedious after a while, but it adds something to the game that just makes it more entertaining. The game's been in like early access for a while now, but it just released like 10 days ago, somewhere around that time, and it just absolutely blew up on Steam. It started snowballing and hasn't stopped since. It is like charting right now on the top sellers, and it deserves it. It's a really good fucking game, I'm not gonna lie. Like games like these, when they catch you and they're really like mechanically well implemented and thought out, it just grabs you. Games like Dave the Diver, Stardew Valley, Terraria, they're just fantastic. Dave the Diver goes on that list of games right there. So let's get into the good stuff, the deep dive of the game, as you can say. So you're Dave the Diver. Dave, his attitude is just fantastic. He just seems like he doesn't want to be there the entire time, but he just does it. I love it for some reason. You dive into something called a Great Blue Hole, and you go down there and you catch fish, you find gear, you see how long you can go and how like deep you can go. And while not at first, you're gonna have to upgrade your gear, and you're not gonna be able to like stay down there too long. I think you're gonna be down there maybe 2 to 4 minutes max until you start upgrading your gear, which the game will like start feeding you like missions, and it'll like unlock each of the mechanics one by one, like the apps on your phone and like the menu icons at the sushi bar. You'll start getting those fed to you as you play the game and do the early missions. And once you like give this lady Yoshi a shark head meal, the whole game kind of opens up to you a little bit. Alright, let's dive into the specifications of the phone. So the phone is like your little menu here. You got all your useful icons, from your research to music to your upgrades, your weapon shop. Each time you pick up a weapon, it goes to here. You can collect enough blueprints, you can build one. Very useful, love it. Here is where you upgrade your like gear, your air tank and stuff like that. This is like Instagram but in the game. You just go through liking some of these. This is how you track your progress in some way, from like your guest ratings and stuff like that. Think of it like Yelp and Instagram. That's what that is. To-do list is, you know, missions. You can call characters in the game. This is where you can see all the fish you caught and the highest rating per the fish. So some of these fish I've had 3 stars, some 2, some 1 because I just straight up shot it. The weather, very useful for this game. Music, this game has fantastic music. I'm gonna say I love the little tracks this game has. A little guide if you're confused, and yeah, that sums up the phone here. Then you got your little inventory chest where you swap out your weapons and your charms, which I have none yet. I need to find some, but I have none. So yeah, that's the menu pretty much. Goes over everything you need to know, like that is an essential part of the game. That's how you upgrade everything, how you build new weapons, and how you keep track of your progress. Now, I'm just gonna say this up front. The animations in this game are absolutely gorgeous. When you're in the sushi shop and you like upgrade a dish or create like a new one, learn a recipe, it goes into this little animation cutscene and it is just gorgeous. The fucking rendering, the pixelated art style, and just the way the animation flows is just fantastic. Just look at some of these. So overall, I think this game is very fucking fun, very addicting. Like, the kind of gameplay loop this game throws you in is one that will just suck you right up and just never let you go. It is such a fun gameplay loop. I love games like these. I love games that just be themselves and have a clear direction on what they want to do and go for it. This and Dredge and fuck, what's the other game? V-Rising. Yeah, V-Rising are fantastic examples of indie games that are just fantastic lately. Like, I love the fucking indie market. It's just doing so well. These games are like, I don't know, they're better than a lot of AAA, I ain't gonna lie. I played the game in bursts. I haven't sat and played like nothing else but this game. Like, I've rotated this and a couple of other my main games, and it is an amazing game to have in my rotation when I'm bored and just want to chill and relax and just progress in my Dave the Diver story. It's a very fun game. Like, I'm always excited to boot it up and play it. I love games that make me excited to play them. It just seems so hard to do nowadays. It just seems like every game has this profit mindset of Game Pass, repeat, live service loop, but not call it live service nowadays, and just stuff like that. It's getting old. So when you see something refreshing like this, it's always a fucking big A+. At least from me. I don't know about you guys. Some of you guys might like live services. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like some of them too. Diablo 4 is probably the one I play now, I guess, if you want to call that a live service. But like Destiny 2 is falling hard, and you can't deny that. I don't know. Live service model doesn't seem to work out very long. World of Warcraft is like the only one to last this long. Alright, enough about the live service rant. Let's get back to Dave the Diver and wrap up this video. How about that? You can pick up Dave the Diver for $20 on Steam. Unfortunately, it's not on consoles. I have no idea if they plan to come to consoles. But yeah, it's on Steam if you want a fun little game to play and get yourself wrapped up into. It's 20 bucks. And a very fair $20 if I might add. Now, what happens when you die, you might add? Well, let me tell you, not too much. Yeah, you lose everything you gain on that one little dive, but you can pick one item to bring back with you, which I think is a good, fair balancing to make it a little less forgiving, but still a challenge. Because I'm not gonna lie, I died it quite a bit right away, because I was trying to go as deep as possible, catch as much, and I would just overexert my dude, and he would just perish into the oblivion. So yeah, death, it isn't a big deal in this game. Sure, it will like affect you in that small portion of time, but other than that, death is not a big deal. All you do is lose your items, you can take one back, and yeah, it's easy to bounce back from a death. Now, there is a story to the game. I'm not gonna go over any like story parts yet. This is like a completely no spoiler video besides maybe the first 2 missions. But there is a story, and it does get deep, and it's very entertaining. Also, if you play this and that dolphin asks you to help it and help its friend, you go help that dolphin and you save that pink dolphin. Don't leave them dolphins hanging. They need your help. This shit is precious. You be sure to help that dolphin. So yeah, that's Dave the Diver, a nice little pixelated RPG with roguelike elements to it. Fantastic gameplay loop, beautiful art style, beautiful animations, really cool management system with the sushi bar, and just tons of stuff to explore with a pretty nice story. So if you're looking for something new, go check out Dave the Diver. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, go ahead, like it, subscribe, and take care. Have a good one, guys.